Welcome to the Preeminence Daily Podcast. I'm your host, Matthew J. Peters, founder of Ascend. Be sure to grab your ultimate guide to preeminence at preeminence.tv. Today we're talking about the qualities of the mastermind. So tune in, listen up, and get ready to take a focused action on your mission, message, and presence and create accelerated results starting right now. A lot of us have heard about masterminds from Napoleon Hill. Napoleon Hill has a very famous mastermind with some of the great billionaires of the industrial age. And in his book, Think and Grow Rich, he did talk about masterminds. I think it was in chapter 10. But he goes into greater detail if you look at some of his work outside of Think and Grow Rich. And you see that he has certain things to look for in a mastermind and the purpose of a mastermind. And really the purpose that I see of a mastermind is getting together with people that have a similar outcome in mind. You can create amazing things because you're using all the resources of each of the members. I've been in masterminds, two masterminds actually. One I paid $35,000 a year. I paid that 2 years. And another gentleman I paid $25,000 a year to be in that mastermind. And you can invest a lot of money in what people call mastermind. And I don't think they're masterminds. I think they're more of a social club. They're like a networking group that you pay to have access. It's kind of like a country club. Or it is a mentor and a group of people learning from that mentor. One of my mentors said crudely, most masterminds are one smartass and a bunch of dumbasses. And he was saying that to the mastermind, which I thought was interesting. But the thing I'd have to say is I really like Napoleon Hill's take on masterminds because masterminds really should be in the hands of people who see themselves as peers and equals. In my recent book called More Clients Today, I talked about how masterminds are really like at the upper level. If you're going to have clients, you don't sell your mastermind membership. You don't pay to be a part of mastermind through money alone. The reason I say this is because true masterminds, I believe, are more like a marriage. They're a very sacred thing. When people are in a mastermind, they become one. My resources are your resources. My network is your network. My mind, the things that I know, I share with you openly and completely. If I say I'm going to be somewhere, if we're going to meet our mastermind once a week on Wednesdays at 8 p.m., that means no matter what happens, I am there. The people in the mastermind are the priority above everything else. This might be kind of scary for some people, but really a mastermind I see is the strongest partnership there ever was. You have more dedication to the people in that mastermind than any other relationship you have. That means if you're in the hospital and you can't make it to that 8 o'clock, you find somebody to call and say why you can't be there. You call in from wherever you can, and you just do everything possible to be a part of that. Another thing with masterminds is you don't parade that you're in a mastermind with somebody. You don't say, hey, take a look at our mastermind. Maybe you can join us too if you can afford it. That's ridiculous. That's just positioning, saying that you're a part of an elite group. My personal belief is if you're a part of a mastermind, it's a secret thing. So I'm going to reach out to people that I think would be a perfect fit for my mastermind, and I would vet them. Now, if I look at what Napoleon Hill says about the 6 qualities of a mastermind alliance, really it's the 6 qualities of the individuals that you're going to have in it. And listening to one of his lectures, his seminars, he talked about masterminds. You really can't find this in any of his books that I've been able to find. But he talks about it this way. You are someone who has an objective, and you find someone to help you with that objective, someone who's a peer, but it's also a strategic alliance with someone who can do and has access to things that you don't. You need that person or that individual to accomplish your ends. And there's certain things you're looking for in that individual, and he has 6 of them. And when you're adding another individual to that group, there's really the 2 of you then will look for that 3rd, and the 3 of you then will look for that 4th, and so on. Everything is calculated. You only bring in the members necessary to create the ends. So the 6 qualities of a mastermind alliance are, number 1, dependability. There's people who have been brought to my mind for being in a mastermind, and the first thing is I can't depend on them to show up. They show up late or they don't show. Dependability, if they don't have that, they're out. They're not even going to be considered. So number 1 is dependability. Number 2 is loyalty. Are they loyal? Are they displaying loyalty in their work, to their family? Are they displaying loyalty to the organizations they're already involved in? What do you know about them, and how are they displaying that they're loyal? Number 3 is their ability. Do they have the ability to help you meet those ends, meet the goals, and that together, the 2 of you, the 3 of you, the 5, the 10, the 20, no matter how many people are in your mastermind, you're all going towards that same goal, the same ends. Dependability, loyalty come before ability. If you start with ability but you don't have a dependable person, it really throws everything off. You can't depend that that person actually is going to be there. But if you know that person is going to be there no matter what, that is the number 1 quality. Number 4, positive mental attitude. You don't need any negativity, 0 negativity in your mastermind. Yes, you can talk about the reality of the situation, but then you need to figure out, now that we have the facts, what is it that we can do? What is the positive thing we can do here to create change? Number 5, willing to go the extra mile. People who are seeking preeminence in their line of work, in everything they do, in their relationships, in their civic work, they are willing to go the extra mile. They're willing to go the extra mile for everybody in that group. They are willing to show up early and stay late. And number 6, applied faith. If they don't have faith that these things can happen, if they're just working, they feel that everything that they're doing is a physical thing. Everything they're doing is in the seen world, and they don't think about the power of the mastermind and how the mastermind can actually create something amazing beyond any one individual, that there is a synergistic power of all people in the mastermind together being able to create something that no one man or woman in that group is able to do. So the 6 qualities you're looking for in an individual to be a part of your mastermind are dependability, loyalty, their ability, positive mental attitude, the willingness to go the extra mile, and applied faith. I want you to know that there is an amazing power of the 2 people working together, of the 3, the 5, the 10. And you've heard it said before, 1 + 1 = 11. And that's true in a mastermind because you have people that the power among them creates this extra mind, this super mind over all of them together. They are literally, as they grow as a group, this mind, their collective mind, becomes infinitely more powerful. Your action step is to think about what you would want to accomplish and how a mastermind could accomplish that. That accomplishment you're looking for has to be something brilliant, something far beyond you can do on your own, something far beyond you. It's not about you getting the bigger yacht. It's not about you building that bigger company. It's about what change do I want to see in the world? Because something like that, some grand plan, there is a table with plenty of seats for people to find themselves a part of that mission. Have a mission so grand that you know you can't do it alone. Have a mission so grand you know that it scares you just thinking about how huge this thing is. That's all I have for you today. I look forward to talking with you tomorrow. This daily podcast is all about you becoming the preeminent voice in your marketplace. So take the consistent and necessary action each and every day on what you've learned over the last few minutes. When, not if, when you're ready to take your business, your organization, your name, your brand, and your commitment to the level of preeminence, head on over to preeminence.tv where you can download your own copy of the Ultimate Guide to Preeminence. Enroll in the Elevation program and join us on one of our next live events. If you're not subscribed, simply visit iTunes, Stitcher, or Google Play right now and click subscribe. Until tomorrow, make today and each and every day count towards creating preeminence in your space and a legacy that matters.